The first update we have today is taking a look at Gia Giudice's recent revelations. We're getting some fresh insights into her perspective on, well, reality TV life and her family dynamics. In this deep dive, we'll illuminate her candid comments on Watch What Happens Live and also her pretty incredibly challenging experience on Special Forces. It sort of explores how these really distinct public arenas push her to define her own identity. Okay, so let's jump right into that Watch What Happens Live appearance first. Gia was asked to rank 4 Real Housewives of New Jersey cast members: Melissa Gorga, Dolores Catania, Dina Manzo, and Jennifer Aydin, for most to least iconic. And her choice for least iconic, well, that was her aunt, Melissa Gorga.
Yeah.
That definitely caused a bit of a stir.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And Gia's immediate regret over naming Melissa last, it wasn't just like a fleeting thing. It's sort of a microcosm of that tightrope walk a lot of reality TV kids face, right?
Yeah.
She clarified her reasoning later, saying she should have just drank instead of answering. And she even emphasized that Dina Manzo, being an OG, an original, has had genuinely iconic moments. She cited that famous quote.
Oh, the Versace one.
Exactly. She wanted to skin me and wear me like last year's Versace.
Yeah.
Gia clearly felt Dina deserved a higher spot, maybe even first.
And then there was that real behind-the-scenes moment, the one that kind of peeled back the curtain a bit. It happened during a commercial break. Gia apparently had an off-camera chat with Andy Cohen, asking if maybe she should have put Dina first. And Andy reportedly agreed with her.
Well, that off-camera agreement with Andy is incredibly telling, I think. It really illustrates this sort of calculated nature of these public appearances, even when they seem spontaneous. It suggests there's a shared understanding within that world about what iconic really means in the context of the show's history. And, the potential fallout if you step outside that unspoken agreement.
Right.
And this ties into Gia's broader statement about her aunt and uncle Joe and Melissa Gorga. She said something like, "I think we all know the chapter's closed. I don't even think the fans really want to hear it at this point." That wasn't just expressing a desire for it to be over. It feels like it acknowledges audience fatigue with the drama, maybe even a strategic move to shift the narrative.
Interesting point. So, shifting gears completely, Gia then threw herself into a totally different kind of challenge, one that tested her physically and mentally way beyond any reality TV drama, Special Forces. She's expressed huge pride in her time on that show. She said she's really, really proud of Special Forces, even adding, no insult to Next Gen, like, I obviously love Next Gen and love that I'm a part of it. But the pride in Special Forces seemed, well, different.
Definitely. That experience clearly depicted a profound shift for her. Her firsthand experience with those really rigorous challenges and tasks on Special Forces seemed to give her this newfound deep appreciation for military forces, the sacrifice, the training they go through. It speaks to finding a different kind of validation, a different kind of achievement, maybe away from that usual reality TV spotlight.
Yeah. And it sounds like it was just absolutely brutal. I mean, Gia admitted the staff were screaming in my face the whole time. She said she cried almost every day and even recalled thinking she was literally gonna die while trying to get up a hill. That's a raw admission of what she went through.
Absolutely raw. And what really stands out is her significant excitement for Special Forces to actually air, especially when you compare it to her enthusiasm for Next Gen NYC. It suggests that the intense, authentic challenge of Special Forces, despite the huge physical and emotional toll, it resonated more deeply with her, perhaps. Maybe more than the more curated experiences of her past reality TV life. It sort of points to a desire for genuine accomplishment, maybe a new way to define her. So next, we are going to talk about quite a significant development involving Jim Edmonds' wife, Kortnie O'Connor. She's actually obtained a restraining order against Meghan King.
Yeah, and what's really fascinating here is the alleged incident that actually triggered this whole thing. There's a court document doing the rounds on social media.
Oh, yeah.
And it suggests that Meghan, from Real Housewives of Orange County, she was reportedly detained in the front yard of Jim and Kortnie's place in Missouri.
Detained? Wow.
Right. And this apparently happened when Jim and the kids, Aspen, who's 8, and the twins, Hart and Hayes, 7, they weren't even there.
Okay, so they weren't home.
No. And the story goes, Meghan apparently went inside the house first. Kortnie made her leave, locked the door. But then Meghan allegedly tried to get back in, like 3 more times.
3 times. Okay, that's persistent.
Yeah. So Kortnie called the police. That's what led to Meghan being detained there in the yard. Police were apparently looking at trespassing charges. But Jim and Kortnie, they decided to go the legal route instead, getting that protection order.
And this is where it gets really interesting for you listening because the order itself, it's pretty specific, isn't it?
Oh, definitely. It was granted June 5th, 2025, stays in place for a whole year until June 5th, 2026.
A full year.
And the document apparently says very clearly it was hand-delivered to the respondent in court. So she got it directly.
No ambiguity there.
None. And it lays out rules. Meghan has to stay 150 feet away from Kortnie.
150 feet.
Yeah. And get this, neither of them can be within 150 feet of each other at the kids' activities either.
Wow, okay. That could be tricky to manage.
For sure. And it also specifically bans Meghan from even mentioning Kortnie's name on social media.
That's a big one in their world.
Huge. And just a small detail, but the address on the order is Meghan's, even though her first name was apparently misspelled on the document itself.
And if we're connecting the dots here, wasn't there a previous restraining order? Didn't Meghan file one against Jim a while back?
You're right, yeah. Back in 2022, she accused him of verbal abuse. He called it baseless at the time, and that one was eventually dropped.
Right. So there's definitely a history there. This whole thing just illuminates how tangled these public-private lives get, especially when kids are involved.
Exactly. Personal stuff escalates fast, plays out publicly, and boom, real legal consequences under the media spotlight.
Okay, so next update we have about Kyle Richards. Let's talk about what she's saying regarding the new season of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Right. Kyle's definitely dropped some hints about season 15 being stressful. She suggested the last season wasn't exactly a blast for her, not much fun.
Yeah, I remember her saying something like that.
So the current filming, she describes it as, quote, going well in the sense that you guys will like it, but then adds, it's stressful also.
So good TV, but tough on her.
Seems like it, but what's interesting is she sounds a bit relieved, saying there's also some fun for me, which I didn't get to have last year, so maybe a better mix this time.
Hopefully for her sake. She also confirmed she was at Surf Lodge with the other women, right?
Yeah, she did. So they are filming together out and about.
So you mentioned the stress. What's driving that? Is it just the usual drama or something specific?
Well, reports suggest part of it might stem from the cast dynamics. Apparently, the newbie, Rachel Zoe, she was supposedly pretty upset about Denise Richards returning.
Oh, Denise is back.
Yes, and apparently she got a central storyline focusing on her divorce from Aaron Vipers.
Okay, that makes sense. Denise left back in 2020, right?
Correct. And she wasn't really expected to be filming this season until her divorce news broke. So now fans think production is really going to lean into that split.
That definitely adds a layer of potential stress for everyone involved, especially Kyle, who has history with Denise.
For sure. And just shifting slightly, Kyle also talked about Morgan Wade's new album, The Party Is Over.
Right, her friend.
Yeah. She said her favorite track is Hardwood Floors, called it a tearjerker. She also likes Candy from Strangers, and the title track Party Is Over for Running.
Mm-hmm.
And she mentioned her friendship with Morgan has become more private lately, which makes sense given her ongoing separation from Mauricio Umansky.
Yeah, that whole situation is still unfolding. It really shows how their personal lives and the show narratives get completely intertwined.
Absolutely. Divorce storylines, cast tensions. It's a high-pressure environment. Balancing personal reality with reality TV demands that's the constant tightrope walk.
Next update we have about Milania Giudice.
Yeah, Milania Giudice, Teresa's daughter from Real Housewives of New Jersey. She's 19 now, and she's been on camera basically since she was 2 years old.
2. Wow.
Incredible, right? But she offers this really interesting perspective. She seems to completely embrace it. She said she's always liked reality TV, never had an issue with it.
Really?
Yeah, sees it as something that actually brought me good opportunities. Regarding her own future in reality TV, she's pretty chill about it, just seeing what happens as it happens.
That's quite a take, considering everything her family's been through on camera. What's compelling is how she talks about her mom, Teresa.
Oh, absolutely. She calls Teresa a star, expresses a lot of pride in her family. She really admires her mom's relentless drive and work ethic.
Describes her as a hustler?
Exactly. Says Teresa is always doing 20 different things at the same time. And Milania credits her mom with teaching her to keep going, keep trying new things, and never give up.
That's nice to hear.
It is. She even shared these sweet little stories about Teresa giving her pep talks before filming, reminding her, you've been doing this your whole life. And she's also really excited for her sister, Gia, who's stepping more into the spotlight herself on that new show, Next Gen NYC.
Right, with other kids from Housewives families.
Yeah, Milania called it such a cool show to see all the kids from the Housewives franchise. It's like this whole generation is coming up now, fully immersed in this world from day one.
It really offers a glimpse into a completely different kind of upbringing, doesn't it? Where the cameras aren't an intrusion, they're just there. Part of the legacy.
Exactly. Maybe paving the way for a new kind of celebrity altogether.
Next update we have about Nene leaks and the persistent question of a potential Real Housewives of Atlanta return.
Right. There's always chatter about RHOA, especially season 17. Rumors are flying about former stars coming back, and filming might have even started.
So what's the latest with Nene?
Well, what's really interesting here is Nene herself jumped into the comments section on the Reality Blur of Instagram account.
Oh, directly addressing it.
Yep, very directly. She wrote, and I quote, "They have never offered me to return. Good luck to season 17 cast. We will be watching."
Wow. Okay, that's pretty definitive.
It certainly clarifies her stance, especially because there were rumors Bravo offered her a friend of contract.
Right, and then she turned it down because she wanted a full-time spot back.
Exactly. So her comment shuts that specific rumor down flat. She's saying no offer was ever made.
The report Nene replied to suggested Kim Zolciak and Sheree Whitfield were returning.
Right, and Kim's potential return got a boost when she got the prime seat on Watch What Happens Live, even over someone from a currently airing show, Katie Janela.
Yeah, that was noticeable.
And Kim's been hinting on social media she might be open to it. Sheree has also been posting about bringing back her She News segment.
Oh, from the season 15 reunion. Fans remember that.
Definitely. Now, Bravo hasn't confirmed anything officially about casting, except we do know Phaedra Parks has confirmed she is back for season 17.
Okay, so Phaedra's in. Who else is likely?
The expected full-time lineup seems to be Portia Williams, Drew Sidora, Angela Oakley, Shamea Morton, Kelly Farrell, and Phaedra.
And Cynthia Bailey. She was back as a friend last season.
Yeah, her status for season 17 is currently unclear. It just illustrates that whole complex web, fan wishes, network strategy, negotiations. It all goes into who gets that peach.
It really does. The power of nostalgia versus keeping things fresh, and stars using social media to manage their own narratives. Fascinating stuff.
Absolutely.
Next update we have about Shannon Beador from Real Housewives of Orange County. Her relationships are always a topic.
Oh, for sure. Shannon recently talked about her relationship with Tamra Judge, describing it as up and down and toxic. The whole Tres Amigas fallout that happened almost 2 years ago now.
Right, that was a major shift.
Yeah. Shannon said she wants them to get to a point where they can just be okay together, mainly to ease tension in the group.
Makes sense.
But she also stressed needing to create healthy boundaries for myself. She's explicitly saying she's not willing to go right back into a friendship because of their history, all the ups and downs.
So cautious optimism, maybe?
Maybe. She also pushed back on Tamra's claims that she just throws friendships away, saying Tamra takes things to such exaggeration.
Okay. And this is where things get really interesting, is Shannon also clarified some, let's say, memorable past comments.
Yes. On Watch What Happens Live, remember she was asked which RHOC husband had the most small dreck energy.
Oh boy, yes.
She chose Eddie Judge, Tamra's husband. Her explanation now is that it was because he hasn't said a lot of kind things about me in the last few years. She admits she received the wrath for that comment.
I bet she did.
She also talked about finding out Katie Janela had recorded her.
Right, the secret recording.
Yeah. She admitted saying Katie was worse than Alexis Bellino, and Tamra might have been a little reactionary. Now she's saying maybe soon she'll say they're equals.
Oh, okay.
She said she was just shocked by Katie's actions, especially the timing. It was apparently just 2 days after Shannon got back from London last year when she was in a really dark place, dealing with a lawsuit.
Right, tough time.
Yeah, and she pointed out recording someone has only negative intent. She thinks Katie is just trying to deflect blame.
Interesting. And did she say if this Katie situation brought her and Tamra closer?
She actually did. She admitted their shared issues with Katie absolutely brought them closer. Funny how that works, right? Shared enemies.
The enemy of my enemy. She also touched on the Gretchen Rossi and Tamra drama.
Briefly. Said Gretchen was great on the show and that the infamous hot pot lunch scene really showed deep-seated pain and hurt in both of them that's been sitting there for years.
Yeah, that was raw. This all just brings to life how layered and intense these relationships are. Anything else? Daughters? Dating?
Quick hits, yeah. Fans asked about her daughters, Sophie, 24, and Adeline, 21, maybe joining Next Gen NYC. Shannon said Sophie has a job in New York, Adeline's in school, so basically, who knows? They haven't been asked yet.
Okay.
And she joked about kissing just a few guys during the current season 19 filming, insisting they were very short kisses and no boyfriends. Says she's not dating after the Love Hotel thing was a failure.
Got it. The Real Housewives of Orange County season 19 is airing now, Thursdays at 87C. Next update we have about Josh Flagg from $1 Million Listing, Los Angeles. This involves some social media heat.
Oh yeah, this was quite something. Josh Flagg faced, well, a significant backlash online. He posted a photo on Instagram announcing the sale of 2 beachfront properties in Malibu. But these were homes that had actually burned down in those awful wildfires earlier this year. One sold for $5 million, the other for $4.65 million.
Oof. Okay, I can see how that might land badly.
It did. The comments were immediate and pretty harsh. People called the post tone deaf, in very poor taste, horrific, tacky.
Yeah.
Many felt it was triggering and heartbreaking, given the tragedy, and some questioned selling these burnt properties to corporations.
Well, how did Josh respond to all this?
He talked to TMZ pretty quickly, and he strongly denied being insensitive. He said the photo itself was actually a mistake.
A mistake? How so?
He claimed his marketing team posted it without him reviewing or approving it because he was apparently on a transatlantic flight at the time.
Ah, the timing.
He said he regretted it if it offended anyone, and then he really went on the defensive about his work in Malibu.
What did he say?
He emphasized his efforts to help the community recover. Said he's represented sellers whose homes were damaged, worked hard to help place displaced families, even spoke out on CNN and FOX against idiotic policies.
No, pushing back hard.
Very hard. He stressed that these sales aren't just deals. They're about helping residents rebuild, showing progress, and working towards a brighter future for the community. He even mentioned opening his own home to people who were displaced, including Melissa Rivers.
Okay.
So he wrapped it up by saying, basically, calling me insensitive is not accurate.
Yeah.
It really does bring to life that whole intent versus perception issue, right?
Absolutely. A single post, even if unintentional, can just explode. And $1 Million Listing. Los Angeles has been on hold since September 2024, so he's not currently on our screens. Next update we have about the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. The trailer for season 6 just dropped.
Yes, and it looks intense. The trailer definitely depicts major marital stress and friendship fractures among the cast. That includes Meredith Marks, Lisa Barlow, Heather Gay, Angie Katsanavas, Mary Cosby, Whitney Rose, and the newbies Bronwyn Newport and Brittany Bateman.
A full house. What's the vibe?
The big themes seem to be honesty, trust, secrets.
Yeah.
You know the drill. Lots of talk about needing to own things and wanting the truth.
Standard Housewives fare, but probably amplified.
Yeah.
So where does it get really interesting? What specific conflicts did the trailer highlight?
Okay, several key things. Lisa Barlow opens up about tension with her husband, John. She admits, I feel like we're on different pages. We see her in a psychic reading talking about rebuilding trust.
Marital issues taking center stage.
Seems like it. And then Bronwyn Newport is shown questioning Whitney Rose about Lisa saying something like, don't tell John I borrowed the money. There's also a reference to a mystery man connected to Lisa.
Ooh, financial secrets and mystery men. Juicy.
Yep. Bronwyn herself seems to be having marital issues with her husband, Todd Bradley. She feels misunderstood, and she's shown confronting rumors of infidelity. Brittany Bateman even says she sees something about a mistress.
Wow, okay. Heavy stuff. What about the feuds between the women?
Explosive! There's a moment where Bronwyn claps back hard at Lisa Barlow, tells her, you should go to work to pay off those fucking lawsuits off. That's what you should do.
Oh, referencing Lisa's business legal issues. Vita Tequila and Lux Marketing.
Exactly. And Lisa's response is, well, it's a very sharp, fuck you, Drex sucker.
Yikes. Okay.
Things also escalate badly between Lisa and Angie Katsanavas. Lisa yells, you question every single fucking thing I have. And Angie hits back with a comment about Lisa's facelift.
They're going for the physical appearance.
Yep. Lisa clarifies it was 12 threads on each side, by the way.
Good to know the specifics.
Right. The trailer also shows the apparent end of Angie and Mary Cosby's friendship, that sisterly bond they had. Mary just fires back, no, you're not. Find another one. Okay. Cold.
Ouch. Any updates on Mary's personal life? Her son.
Yeah, there's a brief moment where Mary tells Whitney about Robert Cosby Jr. She says, he's doing as well as he can be doing. Some days he's good, some days he's not. Adds, it's his journey, and I know God will work it out.
Okay, a more somber note amidst the chaos.
Definitely. The trailer ends with Whitney asking for a crazy pill and Lisa having some kind of witty retort. It absolutely sets the scene for a dramatic ride.
It certainly sounds like it. The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City Season 6 premieres Wednesday, September 16th at 87C. That trailer packs a punch.
It really does. Marital problems, money issues, infidelity rumors, those intense feuds. It's all compressed. It really underscores that pressure to deliver escalating drama, even when it's clearly painful for them.
What a deep dive that was.